Hello everyone, welcome to another video, another planty video. It is me, Desiree, and it is time for me to share with you my favorite plants of March. I picked out 5 plants that I was obsessed with and I want to show them to you. The first one is this one hanging right back here. Okay. This is a parachute plant. I don't remember the real names, I'll put it here on the screen, but I bought this sometime last year and I have been obsessed with this plant ever since. It grows so cool. It's a succulent and it grows in these long vines. It's called a parachute plant because I guess the flowers that this gets look like a parachute. Maybe it'll flower. I'm gonna keep it outside during the summertime. Maybe it'll flower. But this plant just always blows my mind. It's so long. It's growing so much. It also put out this long vine. It put out this long vine. It put out this one. And it just continues to grow and grow and grow. And I'm always so excited about it because I was really worried about this plant for the winter. I don't really know why. I guess just because it's a succulent and it needs a lot of warmth and light and heat. And I kept it in the room that doesn't have a heater. We just use a space heater, and the space heater is fine for us, but I always felt like the plants wanted something more. It also didn't get a ton of light all the time, but it grew a lot during the winter. Like both of these long vines and this one grew during the winter time. This plant is just one of my favorites. I love where it's hanging. It's up on like a corner shelf that's a little bit high. So these long things just hang over the shelf. I just love it. It's so freaking cool. I still see this at the nursery that I go to all the time, and I always want to buy another one because it's just awesome. I just love everything about it, and I had to give it a shout out because I'm obsessed with it. I can't wait to put it outside for the summer and see what it can do because it takes my breath away. The next plant I want to show you is my lemon lime Moranta. And I have been racking my brain. I cannot remember for the life of me if these were propagations or if this was all that was left of the plant I used to have and I just put it in here. I cannot remember, but I'm pretty sure I showed it in a video if I'm not mistaken. But this little guy, I honestly forget about this plant all the time because it's on the second shelf of a shelf that I have in my living room with some plants on it. It doesn't get a ton of light, but it's still doing so well. And honestly, I love this, the way that it looks, way more than I loved the big hanging basket that I had at one time. I loved the way that looked too, but as it grows, it just grows like all long and crazy. And it ended up, I kind of think it kept dying back. I really don't remember what happened with that plant, to be honest. But this is what is left of it, and I freaking love it. It's just so pretty. I mean, look at those leaves. Can you get enough of them? I don't think so. And this one has been doing so good in this ceramic pot because it stays moist a lot longer. So I don't know if you can tell, but there are no crispy tips on this plant. There never have been. I've never cut one off. It just never gets the crispy tips on here. And I don't use filtered water or anything like that. For me personally, I think the plant will get crispy tips if you're not watering it enough and you let it get too dry in between waterings. I don't let this one get all the way dry. I just kind of keep it on the moist side. It has gotten dry before, but not for very long. And it looks so good. Unlike these ones, my variegated Moranta, this one has a ton of dry tips on it because I regularly let this one get dry as a bone. Like it'll be wilted before I water it. I don't know why I always forget about it, but I do. But the crispy tips are kind of charming, aren't they? Right? I don't know. But I have cut these many times to try to make it look nicer. And then I finally just was like, you know what? I'm just gonna embrace the crispy tips and just call it charming because that's what it is now. But this one has never got them. I don't know why that is, but there is a dead piece here I'm gonna cut off. And I brought in my new little pruner things. I got these from Corona and I love them. They're good for indoor stuff and I use them outside too. Like I went and did a lot of spring chopping back and all that kind of stuff, and these were really good. Nice and squeaky too. And I wanted to just do a little upgrade on my Fiskars ones. Something I could use a little more multi-use, I guess, like inside and outside. Why are they squeaky though? I don't know. I know this sounds like an ad, but it's not. I just bought them and I wanted to show you because they're cool. And I've always wanted like a good pair of pruners, and I finally got some. Very excited about it. But anyway, look at this beauty. I just love it so much with all my heart. And I think it looks so nice. It's so pretty. It just brings like a smile to my face and it warms my heart because it's just such a cheerful plant, isn't it? I just love it. I just love it. Okay, moving on to my begonia. Okay, this is the, oh, it just says Angelwing. I guess I never knew the name of this. This begonia here, oh my gosh, I love it so much. Ooh, there's some crispy flowers here that have died back. Let me pull those off. I bought this begonia, I think last month. Did I buy this last month in, I showed it in a February plant haul, or I think it was February, I don't even know. Anyway, this is beautiful. I love it so much. It's got these big, beautiful, thick, waxy leaves and these beautiful white polka dots. So pretty. It also flowered. Like the flowers it had before when I bought it, they all died off, but it pumped out another beautiful flower. It is leaning towards the light quite a bit because it sits on a shelf and it's just like, get me to the light source. So I think I'm gonna move it. You know what? I honestly kind of want to put it in here. Would that kind of light be too strong for this? If you know, let me know. Because this is a west-facing window and it gets hot, bright sun in here as the sun is setting and in the afternoon. And I wonder if this might be too strong for it. But it's doing really well where it's at with my north-facing windows. And this plant, there's something about it. It just makes me feel so good inside. And it reminds me of how fun and beautiful plants are. I love it. I love this one so much. And I can't believe it's still alive. This one here, I don't let it get dried out all the way. I keep an eye on it all the time. If it's like, if I do the little moisture meter on this one and I feel like once it's dry, like most of the way, I water it. I don't let it get dry all the way. And it's doing well. It's doing really well so far. No added humidity or anything. And it has a little flower. Ugh, I could die. It's just so beautiful. I just love it so much. So much. Okay, I did mention this one. I should take all these out. These like dead leaves. I'm gonna take them out real quick. I did mention this one in a video that I did called Cool Things My Plants Are Doing. And, ooh, that one's growing one. Let me put that back. Okay. And it is this succulent. It's called Echeveria agavoides. I could swear one of you in a comment said that it was something else, but I love it. I mean, look at it. It's so pretty. The color, I die. The shape of the leaves, beautiful. But look how cool. It's growing all over the stem. It's growing little pieces in here. Some of these leaves that have fallen off have actually grown another succulent and they've rooted in. Like I went to pull out this dried leaf right here and it was stuck in there and it has a whole succulent that's already rooted into the soil again. So I love this. It's just regenerating and it looks so cool. I look at this one all the time and it's so cool. I can't get enough of it. Not only is it beautiful, but it's just like awesome. I keep wanting to repot it, but I'm afraid because it's been doing so good in this plastic pot. I'm afraid to repot it and then it might die or something. But beautiful plant, love it so much. If you remember what it's called and it's not agavoides, let me know because, ooh, beautiful. Like, I love it. It's so nice. And then the last plant that I loved so much this month is this little cactus guy. I don't know what his name is, but he a cutie. He's got these long, crazy looking spikes sticking out of him just on the top. There are some around the sides, but the top ones look like they're new, like they would go into your skin and hurt to try to take them out. They are so cool. I don't know if you could really see them here. And I am an underwaterer when it comes to my cactus and succulents. I'm always afraid to overwater it because I have killed many a cactus from overwatering because I just think it needs water. Like I've waited so long, it must need water and then it rots away. And this one, it looks great now. It looks nice and tall and plump and sturdy, but about a week ago, it did not. It looked like I had stepped on it with my foot and it was smashed all the way down. Like I would say from here down, it was deflated, like smashed like this. And I was like, oh my God, my little baby. But I watered it and a few days later, it just like inflated and just got so plump. Isn't it cute? I love this one. I don't know what it's called. but it's the best thing ever. And I love the soil mix that's in here. It looks like it's some little like really small pieces of bark, some rocks, some pumice probably. They're probably not rocks, it's probably pumice. I bought this from somebody online locally, and they do sell soil, like pre-made soils in bags, and I've messaged this lady on Instagram multiple times. She's never responded. Maybe she doesn't sell it anymore, I don't know, but I've always wanted to buy this soil because all of the cactus that I bought from her in this are doing so good, and I would love to put all of them, mostly because it just looks cool. But if you have a go-to like soil mix for cactus, let me know what it is, because this one looks so good. I wish I knew what it was. But I feel like it's bark and pumice and gravel. I don't know, looks good. But this is my favorite little baby. Ain't he cute? I love him so much. But that is it. Those are my 5 favorite plants for March. Let me know what some of your favorite plants were this month. I would love to know. Are you also so freaking excited for spring and summer? I'm like over winter, like over it. I love living in a place where I get to experience real true 4 seasons. I think it's great. But man, winter sometimes just seems to drag on and on and on. And then it feels like it's spring outside today, but I know it's just a trick. It's gonna snow tomorrow. I know it. But anyway, that is it. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe so you don't miss my next one, and I will see you later in another video.